I done told y'all these Republicans in Tennessee are just beyond stuck on stupid. They act a fool all the damn time. Well, guess what? My man, State Representative Justin Pearson, was not having it. Tennessee Hauler dropped this video here where they went at it because this one Republican was criticizing Justin for not being at the Capitol when he was mourning the death of his brother who took his own life. And things got a little heated on the floor. Justin, talk your shit.
We need to do something about the gun violence epidemic, and now is the time to do it. And I will continue to advocate for that because I believe in it. Personally, from our family's own experience to the experiences of too many people in our district and in our community who are suffering from the lack of good laws and good regulation. You don't have to throw out responsible gun ownership in behalf of the Second Amendment.
I know every member in this committee's been here this year working during committee, during session, voting on bills.
Yes, sir.
And I know you may have some things going on, but you have not. So I don't think it's fair for you to come in front of this committee and lecture us on hard work and convictions. We've been here working.
Thank you, Chair Farmer, for your comments. They incense me. They make me very, very angry, not just because of the lack of regard, but the disrespect and the same denigrating tone that you used on the State House floor when the vote to expel me happened. It's disrespectful. It's unbecoming, and it's beneath the standard of a person who's supposed to represent in the Tennessee House of Representatives. It is a pathetic excuse for you to not answer the question of why we are doing nothing about the gun violence epidemic than to personally attack me. My brother, Temperance Darnell Pearson, one of the loves of my life, passed away from gun suicide on December 1st of 2024. Shattered my family like gun violence has shattered so many families. Shattered my nephew's lives, my mother, my father, my other brothers who are remaining. I buried my brother. I planned for his entire funeral. My fiance made his obituary. I made sure that he was taken care of, even in death. That's what I've been doing. But also, not just that, I went to all of my nephew's schools. I met with their principals and their teachers to ensure that they are okay. I made sure that they had grief counseling and that they're seeing a psychiatrist. That's what I've been doing. And while you're talking about hard work, you need to realize that our job is not just in this state house with these marble floors. Our jobs are on the streets and in the communities that we serve. And so while you've been here passing bills that have been hurting transgender children, while you've been here passing bills that have been hurting the poor, hurting the marginalized, hurting the disenfranchised, while you've been here passing bills that have not ended poverty, while you've been here passing bills that have not helped people who need Medicaid expansion, while you've been here doing the hard work of making sure that our state is not the state that it can be because you have decided.
Representative Pearson.
I've been in my community, meeting with seniors, meeting with young people. That's what I've been doing. Hard work doesn't just happen with this legislation. It happens in our communities.
Representative Pearson.
While you've been here doing that, I've been in my community. And it's taking your grief and your pain and your heartache and it's standing in front of people who you know may not like you. Standing in front of people who you know will disrespect you. You need to pass better laws, better legislation, and fight for a state where everybody is able to live more freely from the pain of gun violence that me and my family are experiencing. That's what you need to think about, Chairman Farmer. And if you can't think that, Roland, shut up!
Ladies and gentlemen.
Representative Pearson, it seems that it's very common in your party when you disagree with a comment. And I was not disrespectful to you. I have a family. I've made sacrifices every year.
Representative Pearson, I know this is a very difficult time for you to be back up here. I'm sorry for all the things that you've experienced. You've been a great uncle. You've done the things that you were supposed to do to help your family. If I was in the same situation you were in, I would be doing the same thing. I understand that, okay? I know tensions are high.
Disrespect is high, Chairman.
We are now voting in House Bill 1392 on the full judiciary.
Mr. Chairman, you have 2 ayes, 7 nays.
The noes prevail. House Bill 1392 fails.
No. Hey, Representative Pearson, no, sir. No, sir. No. Hey.
Don't touch him. Do not touch him. Do not touch him. Do not touch him.
Don't you ever come out to me and my family.
Bye, Farmer, you suck.
But don't you ever
Bye, Farmer.
Come on, Justin, you're okay.
We love you. Thank you,
Justin.
Yo, this is real simple, Rebecca. We ain't tolerating this nonsense. Like, these folks actually think that the black folks today are the ones who will fall on bended knee and will keep their head down. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. No, 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 no. Hell no. I don't give a damn if you got that racist in the White House. I don't give a damn if you got that apartheid-loving Elon Musk. No, ain't no way in the hell they think they're going to keep disrespecting black folk and we not going to respond accordingly.
You know, that was really hard to watch, and condolences to the representative. But here's a warning. Y'all better leave black people alone. We are sick and tired. Y'all trying to take everything away from us. You're trying to call us stupid. You're trying to call us ghetto. You're saying that you're going to remove DEI because we're unqualified. Y'all better leave us the F alone, because at this point, here's the thing. We built this country, which means we know the ins and the outs and exactly how this country operates. Y'all better leave us alone. Let us just mind our own business and don't come for us, because y'all going to keep pushing, and it's going to reach a point where Black America is like, okay, cool. Since we built this house, we could also unbuild it. So leave us alone.
Joy?
That is correct. Look, do not let Elon Musk and whoever this other representative was and Donald Trump cash with their mouths something that your butt cannot cash in, cannot pay. Do not try black people. We're not going to try you. You don't try us. Leave us alone. We are not the ones. And that's for people who, you might think look, nice and quiet and who aren't going to give you your business handed to you, and those who you think might. Nobody is tolerating it. Not the people at your job, not the people in your neighborhood, not the people that you think you can get things away with. We're not tolerating it anymore, and we're not being nice about it. And we're also letting you know where you stand with us. So much of this country is about what white people think. We care about what we think, and we're going to start telling you. And I think sometimes we held back, in part for survival, in part because we were trying to go along to get along. But you have shown that that does not work. So the gloves are off. So now we're going to start telling you the truth. And what he did was he married policy with the fury, the righteous fury that he had with personal experience.
Yep.
You cannot beat that. And that is why that representative looked silly, why his wife and his children are embarrassed tonight to know him.
Well, that's also
because the whole world sees who he is.
Well, and
he ain't, what.
And that's one of the reasons right there, Jolanda, why that Republican chair had the proper tone and respect.
Yes.
There. So go ahead.
And I've got to tell you, so I don't know if you know this, but my condolences go off to Representative Pearson. My father killed himself. I was with my dad when he killed himself. Two of my uncles killed themselves. And we need time to grieve. And if he's so insensitive to not understand why that Representative Pearson might be at home with his family during their time of grief, he don't need to be elected, first of all. Second of all, at this moment in time in history, and trust me, there's a fork in the road right now, and we either better fight back or we're going to be destroyed. We're going to be taken back to before Jim Crow. That every single solitary time we see racism and disrespect, we absolutely better point it out, right? And if you come at him disrespectfully like that, black people right now need strong leadership. And what they did back in slavery times is they would take our strongest black men and they were draw and quarter them to get every other Negro in line, every other slave in line. So guess what? We cannot allow that to happen. We need to fortify him. We need to, we ain't got no place. Like, that's what they think that we're supposed to be, except for we are more intelligent. We've tasted some freedom, and we're going to fight for it. And we're not going to let you just disrespect us. And if you grew up in the hood like I grew up in the hood, I'm going to say that again. If you grew up in the hood like I grew up in the hood, if you let a bully you, they will continue to bully you. Sometimes you need to bust them in their face and make them think twice. And I bet you what, when Representative Pearson was over there by him, he was sitting real quiet, wasn't he? Because he had real big nuts when he was there trying to put him down, except for he effed around and found out that you can't come for him like that. And I'm thankful that the chair got the appropriate tone. Because if you can't go support your family in a time of death, I mean, that's unacceptable. And I'm angry about it, my
Yep.
damn self.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. The window to invest in Fanbase is closing. We've raised over $10.6 million of our $17 million goal. That means there's room for less than 6,370 people to invest in Fanbase for the average amount. The minimum to invest in Fanbase right now is $399. That makes you an owner in Fanbase today. Go to startengine.com/fanbase to invest. Why? Because current social apps have taken advantage of users for far too long, with content suppression, shadow banning, harmful racist content, and no real tools for monetization and equity. Fanbase has over 1.4 million users and counting, allowing anyone to reach all their following and monetize their content from day one. Social media is the new TV, and whoever owns the apps that distribute that content have the opportunity to own potential billion-dollar companies. While big platforms with uncertain futures are failing to serve their users, Fanbase is stepping up to fill the gap. Don't wait until it's too late. Invest now, invest for yourself and your future. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and own the next generation of social media.